I used to have a terrible memory. I would struggle to remember things on a regular basis. In my younger years, I briefly worked at a KFC and I could not memorize item names or prices no matter how hard I tried. I remember this one instance, a coworker making fun of me because I kept looking up at the menu, having to double check prices. It was embarrassing because the customer was standing right in front of me, and I'm out here struggling because I can't remember what the Zinger box costed. Not only that, but I could not remember names, even if my life depended on it. If someone had a gun pointed to my head, just for me to remember their name, I still would not remember their name. One day, I sat down and thought to myself, if I don't improve my memory, I fear that I would never be able to retain information from the books I read. And I'm an avid reader. I like to read a lot. But having a bad memory is like having a leaky vessel. No matter how much information you try to put in your mind, it just evades you. Your memory will evade you like an alcoholic father who's never home much, or like an Afghan evading his taxes. Imagine you had to memorize 4 digits to prevent a nuclear blast. You don't want to be that guy who can't remember 4 digits. I guarantee you probably can't even remember what you ate last night. If you don't fix your memory soon, it won't matter how much knowledge you accumulate, because then you will just forget it all. What's the point of learning if you're just going to forget everything? What you need is a strong foundation, a strong glue to retain everything you learn. Luckily for you, I'm going to save you years of pain, because I've researched this topic like a maniac. Over my research, I came across hidden knowledge. You seriously cannot find this information. I came across hidden knowledge about the power of certain foods that will significantly improve your memory. If you want a crazy good memory, and no one else will tell you this, but all you have to do is eat 3 things every day: honey, almonds, and raisins. I usually eat honey daily without fail, and I add it to my tea. It's kind of become a habit of mine. Ever since I implemented these habits, I now can remember names effortlessly. You just have to tell me your name once, and I will not forget your name. I promise. What I read, I retain on a much larger scale than was possible for me before. And I even challenged myself to memorize verses from the Quran. And I managed to memorize 96 verses. But on top of all this, you need something else. You need repetition. Sure, these foods will increase your memory naturally, but repetition will double your speed of learning and your ability to retain. Imagine how much more productive and confident you'd feel if you could memorize everything you ever learned. Think about how powerful that is. Start introducing these 3 things into your diet, and I guarantee you will notice astonishing changes to your memory. Then you'll come back to this video to thank me.